What's up, fight fans? This is Kurt DeVille with Counterpunch Boxing News. And I got some new news concerning Deontay the Bronze Bomber Wilder. He said something surprising to me today. He says he wants to bulk up 30 pounds. Let me read you what he had to say. Um, he says, yeah, we're going to adjust the weight, Wilder said during a recent gathering with reporters. We're going to do a lot of things, especially with the weight, because these guys have outweighed me the majority of my career. I never worried about weight because I have the power to substitute for it. I have devastating power that these guys don't have. So I never worried about the weight because I felt like weight is just an image. But at the end of the day, he says, how many times over and over again have guys outweighed me and they were left on their back? None of them could put me on my back, being so light of a fighter. That'll just tell you something. These guys can't put me on the ground, but I can put them on the ground. And I know that. Okay. Well, let me counterpunch that. What he said, he should really pay attention to everything he just told these reporters. He's slender. He's tall. I just talked to a friend of the channel. A guy made a comment like, "Oh, well, he is at a disadvantage because he's lighter." No, he's not. Deontay Wilder is not at a disadvantage because he's lighter. That has nothing to do with it. He has all the menacing qualities of a heavyweight. He's tall. He has long reach. He's freakishly strong. He's not just itty bitty. He might have chicken legs, sure, but he's not a small guy. Like Joe Rogan said, he's built like a huge Thomas Hearn, okay? Like a huge hitman. So I don't see what a disadvantage comes from. Okay, now I'm going to continue reading because they ask, well, why would you broke something that isn't fixed? Or why would you fix something that isn't broken? Me and my dyslexia. Sorry. Just because of my team, Wilder said. My team wants me to do it, and we work as a team. So me and co-manager Shelly Finkel talked about this, and of course I'm going to do what I want to do, but I went back and said, you know what? If y'all want to see certain things, then I'm going to give it to you. I'm never the ones that solely sold on what I want to do. There's certain things, but the work as a team, and we've been working for this long, and it's adjustments to be made, and I'm willing to do that just to see. You know, I was just reading this, and I'm like, okay, if you always wanted to do what you want to do, I guess he's saying that it's all not about him. But this is not, you guys can tell, this isn't a decision he made on his own. And it's absolutely correct. Whoever asked that question, whichever reporter asked that question, if it's not broke, don't fix it. A lot of things is broken. And then that's what happens when you have the wrong management team also, but the wrong training team. See, they're trying to put on weight. So obviously there is a concern and a worry that Deontay Wilder, they think they need to give him an edge by giving him more weight, you know. And if anything, what has kept Deontay more active is the fact that he doesn't have bulging muscles, and and when it is the 10th, 9th, 11th, and 12th round, he's still fresh enough to throw punches because he doesn't have to push through a lot of like muscular body fat. You know what I'm saying? Because that muscle, you got to carry that shit at the end of the day through these rounds after rounds after rounds. And what they haven't realized though, he has never been over 230. He's probably been like 228, 229 at the most, at the highest weight. So you guys are trying to make him 245. You guys don't really understand what you're doing. For one, they're going to need one hell of a strength and conditioning coach. For two, that might make him slower. For three, it might affect his stamina since he doesn't like to run anyway. I've seen him swim in an all access, but I mean, he needs more strength and conditioning, to keep his legs, to keep his legs strong, because his legs are not up under him at times when he throws those punches. Let's just call it, man. I call it like I see it. Um, and it seems like to me that's the stupidest idea they could have ever done. If they were going to do anything, um, they would get another trainer. They would definitely get a strength and conditioning coach, but not someone so he can bulk up. And it seems like to me, yeah, he did a shitty job with Fury, but he was still able to hit Fury. So what is that trying to guarantee that Fury stays on the canvas if he gains that weight, it can hit him with the same punch? You know what I mean? What if it makes him slower? That's what I project. It'll make him slower, so he ain't gonna be able to hit Tyson Fury anyway. You know what I mean? And he's not going to be accustomed to that weight. He says, "Oh, I'll adjust," but I mean, how does he know? He hasn't been that big before. You know what I mean? Look, you don't fix something that's not broken. It's absolutely correct. What they need to fix is his punch variety, working on different punches, working on the jab, fighting behind the jab, things, technique wise things, not weight wise. That's dumb. Now I see why Mark Breland left the corner, because if he's getting pulled in all these directions by Shelly Finkel, then two or three other guys, and they're trying to get him to do this and that, the only thing I can think of about Deontay is he's trying to gain weight because he wants an edge in a possible Joshua fight. You know what I'm saying? Or because it can't be his power. He showed his power. He shows his power each and every fight. So it doesn't have anything to do with power. Maybe it's the fact that maybe if you add that weight with that power, they think it might add insult to injury, but it might actually add insult to injury in a different perspective. It might make him slower. You know what I mean? What if you're slower than Anthony Josh? He's going to annihilate you anyway now. He's going to tear you to pieces if you're going up in weight at 245 pounds. And they're really saying, oh, well, that's really, we want you to be a true heavyweight size. So to me, they're doubting their own prospect. They're doubting their own fuck a prospect. They're doubting their own champion. You know what I mean? By telling a man that has been in 41 fights, mind you, that he needs to all of a sudden in 41 fights gain 30 pounds. Impossible. You know what I mean? And if I'm Deontay Wilder, why would I even listen to that? You know what I mean? Because his speed, his agility, that comes with stuff. That comes with him. They call him a freak. He admitted himself on Joe Rogan again. Yeah, I'm freak. I have freakish power. That's God-given power. That's not something that you work and build on. Those are things that you're given with, obviously, because he's not even built like that guy. But since he's not built like that guy and he's able to move like that guy that he is with the speed and the power that he has, it just could be more than likely a perfect combination of speed and power. When you fuck with that speed, trying to get someone heavier, you're also messing with the power, okay? So the power won't be as there. They might think so, their hypothesis might all be wrong. I mean, I hope it's right, but me looking at it, that's stupid. Because it's never been a disadvantage that Deontay Wilder is the side or the weight that he is. Because he has the shoulders, the broad shoulders, he has the strength, he has the speed, he has the heart, he doesn't have the ability, and that's one damn thing they should work on. And that's what baffles me about this whole thing. You idiots are going to make him gain weight, but you're not even working on his fighting strategy, his technique, his punch variety, his footwork. Come on now. Make this make sense. Am I hearing this right? You know what? I'm going to send the link below. Let you guys check it out. And you guys tell me what you can get out of this, because this is all I'm getting is a bunch of BS. But anyway, you guys heard me counterpunch this subject. You guys, please tell me what you think about this subject. Of course, please subscribe. And you guys been counterpunched. Peace.